Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your Dungeon Master Darius. Last we left off, we had successfully defeated the demons within the Grey Garrison. The Wardstone had granted us some great grand power. I don't fully quite yet understand how the hell it's going to work. And, I found something interesting as I was leveling up my characters. You see, I leveled up pretty much everyone. Going through really quickly. She got some new spells. It was pretty neat. She can also prepare some new ones, but she also has level 3 now. So she, well, more level 3s. I gave her Summon Monster 3 and Haste, because those are going to be good. Oh, that was funky. I did not click the in. Thank you very much. Darren, who I thought was going to be leaving, I actually gave Prayer, which is like an improved version of Bless. Now, they do not stack, mind you. This one, no, this is a morale bonus. And this is a luck bonus. Okay, so they do stack, never mind. In addition to that, he had also gained something. I forget what. Wasn't paying too much attention to it. Did not provoke enough. Okay, that's good. Class. Here we are. Nope, he just got spells. Never mind. As Ember, I had opted. She got some more spells as well. I gave her Bestow Curse. Because, you know, DC 18 difficulty class. She's most likely to curse someone, so as they'll have less constitution or strength and dexterity, which Curse of Weakness is going to be fantastic. Besides that, though, she'd actually gotten a new Hex. And I decided to give her Ice Plant. I don't know if there's a way to get her another Hex, or another focus of Hex. But if I can, I want to get her Frost or Ice so that she can become an Ice Witch, which would be neat to me, anyways. For Wooljiff, I had gotten him another level of Rogue, and he got Danger Sense, which allows him +1 AC and reflex saves to avoid traps, and that increases another 3 levels thereafter, so 9, 12, 15, so on. I think that was more or less it for him. He did get some other spells. I gave him, let's see, Cat's Grace, so that he can just bamf himself up, more AC, more attack power, and Vital Senses, which essentially gives him his caster level, much worth of rogue levels for sneak attack. So essentially, additional 1d6 plus 1 die 6 more for every caster level beyond 3rd. So he can theoretically stab the ever-loving shit out of stuff for some more damage if he takes a round to prep that up. For Windowhog, she went another level of Rowdy Rogue, which gives her a debilitating injury, so every time she sneak attacks now, she can cause this penalty for a round. I'm probably going to do the Bewildered or Disoriented, depending on how successful that is. Uncanny Dodge, which allows her to not lose her AC from flat-footed or lose her dexterity. The attacker is invisible. And the big thing I gave her is the Rogue talent, Weakening Wound, which makes it so as damage reduction is reduced by half of her actual character level. So, if anything, if a creature survives her initial attack, she would be able to just end them with someone else can end them with a weakening wound. And finally, there was Sela. Her biggest thing was that she had gotten a Mercy. Mercy pretty much is when they use lay on hands on themselves or someone else, the Mercy can heal an affliction. In this particular case, I got really sick of getting nauseated, so I took Nauseated for the Mercy. Go figure. I believe she also... Nope, she did not get any more spell slots. Kinda makes sense. I don't think she got anything more. I did sell all my equipment that I had picked up over the last few 100 hours. And, it seems like everyone's already on a good chunk of the way to a next level up. So, what I wanted to do this time, though, is quickly go over Errant's level up before I do anything else the rest of this episode. Because he leveled up. Now, here's the thing. Warpriests, their base attack bonus is equivalent to 3/4 of their total level for Warpriest. So, level 5, it's 3/4, so 3. And if it went up to 6, it should become 4, so on and so forth. Now, I've been working up to Hell Knight, which requires a base attack bonus of 5. Now, as you can plainly see, my base attack bonus as a Warpriest at level 5 should be 3. Now, we'll scroll up a second. It's reading my base attack bonus as though it is a 5. I shouldn't get 5 until level 7. Which means I don't get into Hell Knight until level 8. I'm confused, but at the least this will allow me to poke into Hell Knight a little quickly and see what it is that I can actually do with it. Because Hell Knight just seemed perfect for Errant for the longest of times. So it's interesting seeing a little bit of a, you know, hey, this is what's going to happen. Because that said, as much as I would love to dive into this right the heck now, I'm a little leery at the idea of it, simply because if somehow there's a patch that fixes the Hell Knight, so as I actually go into it at base attack bonus 5th, and then suddenly the game glitches out, I'm going to be pissed. So instead, I'm just going to take Warpriest again, because I am paranoid. Lore Religion, and at this level, I get a bonus combat feat. Right, and remember my level is basically the equivalent of a fighter's levels when I take these. Actually, if I go Mythic first, can I take it? Hold up. Gonna try this. I have saved before all this in the first place, so I want to see. So I guess I need to take Mythic Hero because I can't yet take Angel, Azata, or Demon for whatever reason. First Ascension. At first rank, a Mythic progression, they need to select their first Ascension ability. This ability is usually closely tied to the source of the character's Mythic powers. It does not determine the character's choice of an actual Mythic path later, but the source of the powers and the Mythic path are closely linked. The character must be aware of their connection to the source to select the ability linked to it. Boy howdy. From Chaos, gain an ability to create 3 illusionary copies of themselves. So it's... Lasts for 1 minute per Mythic Rank and act like mirror image spell, protecting the character from attacks. Those characters can use this ability 3 times per day. That's actually pretty cool. In addition, on second Mythic Rank, those characters become more creative, gaining +3 on bonuses to all skill checks. That's not bad. Oh, I'm guessing that this is going down the Mythic tier list, I guess. Bypass epic damage reduction? Jesus. Yeah, for those that are not certain what the hell Mythic is, it's essentially the Pathfinder way of doing epic levels, sorta. Close to the Abyss. Mythic characters that draw their power from the Abyss grow a pair of horns, gaining a gore attack. Bonus final penalty gains 1d8 plus 1.5 times their strength modifier for piercing damage Counts as cold iron and magic for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. On a second Mythic Rank, those characters become closer to demons, gaining resistance 20 and an immunity to poison. Mythic characters that draw their power from good gain the ability to unleash a ray of heavenly light, targeting an ally or foe within 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. This ray heals allies for 4d6 plus 2d6 per Mythic Rank points, or deals the same amount of damage to enemies, and uses 3 times per day plus 1 extra time for each Mythic Rank. Becomes closer to angels, gaining acid, cold, resist acid and resist cold 20, and immunity to petrification. It's not terrible. I do like the idea of healing a lot. Oh boy, this is a long one. Draw their powers from death, can channel negative energy to deal damage to living creatures or to heal undead. Channeling energy causes the burst, 2d6 plus 1d6 per Mythic Rank. Will saving throw equal to the character's charisma, wisdom, or intelligence modifier, whichever is higher. Creatures healed by channeling energy cannot exceed their maximum hit points. All access healing is lost. 3 plus Mythic Rank per day. Standard action does not provoke attacks of opportunity. On second level, those characters gain an even greater mastery of negative energy. Their insight into the flow also gives them an advantage in combat against enemies that have an affinity for negative energy, such as undead or Nabasu demons. Become immune to negative levels. +4 against death effects. +2 bonuses on AC, weapon, saving throws, weapon attack, and damage rolls against creatures with negative energy affinity. DCs of their class abilities gain against these opponents increased by 2. So, oh boy. I can channel negative energy to deal damage to living foes or heal undead. I wonder if this would be affected by, what's the, goddamn it. What's the name of it? The specific casting thing. You know what I mean. There's a feat. Basically, all living creatures. That's tempting. And it was basically how I was playing him before I went Warpriest. Force reality. Mythic characters that draw their power from law gain the ability to force reality upon the enemies around them. Every enemy in 30-foot radius around the mythic character is a target of a greater dispel magic, affecting only abilities of illusion. Ow. Mythic character gains the ability to fix hindering abnormalities in his allies. One ally in close ranges is target to greater dispel magic spell effect, affecting all negative effects. That's not terrible, but I'm not sure I like the dispel all illusion and only illusion stuff. I don't know, little low. And finally, Instrument of Freedom. Mythic characters that draw upon power of freedom gain the ability to unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself. Ranged touch attack, 50 feet. Bolt deals 4d6 plus 2d6 per Mythic Rank. Points of damage to enemies. Just damage? It doesn't specify a type. If used on allies, the bolt instead charges their attacks with weapons for 2d6 plus Mythic Rank in rounds. Companions attacked with weapons deal an additional 2d6 of holy damage on hit and count as good for the purposes of bypassing damage reduction. 3 times per day plus 1 extra time each Mythic Rank. Become closer to the Azatas that live in Elysium, gaining resist energy 20 and plus 4 bonus on saving throws against mind affecting effects. I won't lie, the only one that really I feel like suits Errant would be the Dance Macabre. if this works like... Yeah, if this works anything like the ability to channel energy, then taking this specific ability to leave allies out of it might be one of the next feats I take. But I'm going to take Dance Macabre. And Mythic Ability. Oh my lord, I should have looked into this before starting the episode. So these act, I believe, as feats. But they're mythic, which means they are strong and ridiculous. Increase the number of spells you can cast per day. Cast 4 more spells per day of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ranks each. Holy shit. Does not affect mythic spellbooks. Oh, use that. Okay. I guess I know what Ninio's gonna take. Your attacks are not affected by luck. You don't automatically miss when you roll a 1 on attacks. That's tempting to take. But Aaron's attacks kind of suck anyways, so... Yeah, nah. Archmage Armor, you're a master of the Mage Armor spell. Whenever you cast it on yourself, gain an additional bonus equal to your Mythic Rank. It's pretty neat. Ascendant Element. Choose one energy. The damage of that energy type you deal can no longer be prevented or reduced by Oh my god. Oh, I'm taking this for Ember, and I'm selecting Fire. Reduced by energy resistance. There's energy immunities. This bonus works on any damage you deal with the chosen energy type. Any. That is astoundingly good. Ascended Summon. Creatures summoned by you gain a bonus to Strength, Dex, Wisdom equal to half your Mythic level plus 1. Their attacks now ignore damage reduction, except in/type. So pretty much what that just means is that there's damage reduction /dash, which means it can't be overcome. Still, that's good. You're able to channel your mythic powers into invigorating and coordinating your allies. Standard action, you can enter a state of battle meditation. While in the state, you are unable to move, lose your dexterity bonus to AC, and count as being staggered. All allies in 30 feet radius gain a morale bonus to attack and damage rolls and saving throws against fear, equal to 1 + 1 per 3 mystic levels. When a creature fails a saving throw against your Hideous Laughter spell, another random enemy within 30 feet of the target is afflicted by the same spell. This chain continues as long as targets continue to fail their saving throws. Oh my god. Maybe I should have taken Hideous Laughter for Woolgif. Boundless Healing. Whenever you cast Cure Wound spell or another healing spell, it becomes Reach. As though through the Reach spell? The amount of hit points is now restored depending entirely on your cast level and disregards any limits to the original spell. Oh my god, that's fantastic. Brutality Incarnate. Your natural attacks now ignore damage reduction except in/dash. Yep. Each time you deal critical damage with a ranged weapon attack or reduce the target to 0 hit points, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. Oh. Alright. Dimensional Retribution. You leave a mystical link with enemy spellcasters that lets you instantly move to them. Every time you are targeted by an enemy spell, you gain the ability to teleport to the spellcaster as a move action for the next 2 rounds. Shit. That'd be scary. You just cast Magic Missile at the Paladin and suddenly he or she appears right in front of you. Chops off your head. Distracting Shots. Your ranged weapon attacks are dangerous enough for enemies to forget about melee. If you hit an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, they receive a penalty to AC against melee attacks equal to half your Mythic Rank or run round. Jeez. Elemental Barrage. Every time you spell you cast deals energy damage to a creature, you apply an elemental mark to it. If during the next 3 rounds you deal elemental energy damage to the marked target with a different type of energy, the target is dealt another additional divine damage equal to 1d6 per mythic rank. Okay. Oh boy. Emergency help. 3 times per day as a move action, you can teleport to an ally who has less than 30 hit points. Till the end of your next round, your first healing spell is empowered and maximized. Holy shit. So empowered makes it so as all movable effects are increased by half, and then maximized makes it so as then the effects are put to the most. So if you roll 3d6, instead of rolling 3d6, you just take the maximum amount. That's pretty cool. Enduring spells. Effects of your spells on your allies that should last longer than an hour, but shorter than 24 hours, now last 24 hours. Oh. So any spell that lasts a duration of hour per level is now just straight up 24 hours. Alright. Cool. Every time you damage an ally, they gain +2 mythic bonus on attack and damage rolls, +1 mythic bonus on all saving throws. What? Okay, that's a weird one. Everybody, when you make an attack of opportunity, you gain a bonus on the attack roll equal to your mythic rank. That's a pretty saddening one. Expulsible vulnerability. Every third hit with a ranged weapon against the same enemy deals an additional 1d6 per 2 mythic rank. Alright. Kind of like sneak attack. Spiritual leader. Your allies within 30 feet of you gain bonus equal to half your mythic rank +1 to their initiative, their saving throws against mind affecting effects, and concentration checks. Last stand. Once per day when your hit points drop low, you become unkillable. For 2 rounds, you become immune to damage that would make you unconscious. Ugh. Every time, leading strike, every time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. Any ally attacking the marked target deals an additional divine damage equal to 1d6 per your mythic rank to the target, consuming the mark. Only one ally can leave a mark on the target at a time. Other allies with leading strike ability do not deal additional damage to the marked target. That's pretty sickening. Maybe something I would give to Sela. Ugh, magic nullification. Activating this ability grants you magic immunity and dispels any spell effects on you. That's pretty sweet. Master Shapeshifter. When the target of a polymorph spell, all the physical ability scores adjustments are modified by +4. Additionally, if you have the wild shape ability, you can use it any number of times per day. I'm thinking of so many freaking characters I could have played that would have benefited greatly from all of these. Your charge attacks deal an additional divine damage. Oh, excuse me, equal to 1d6 per mythic rank. Your shadow spells are 20% more real. That's always a funky one. Ranging shots. Every time you miss an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, your aim improves, giving you a stacking +1 bonus on attacks against the same enemy up to the maximum mythic rank. Each successful hit lessens this bonus by 1. Okay. Rupture Restraints. 3 times per day, you automatically dispel any effects that make you frightened, dazed, sickened, shaken, staggered, nauseated, stunned, paralyzed, or confused whenever you become affected by those effects. Just 3 times a day, just go, nope, not sick anymore. That's pretty neat. The bigger they are, you get a bonus on your attack rolls with ranged weapons equal to the penalty to AC the target receives from their size, if any. So, in Pathfinder, there is a size modifier to your AC. The bigger you are, the more penalty it is, like +1 per size category. Well, -1 per size category, rather. And the smaller you are, the more the size, like, it's a plus. So, small is +1, tiny is +2, diminutive +3, so on and so forth. But this would make it so as, basically, in addition to that size penalty, you get a bonus to attack based on that size penalty. Is mean. Once per round, Thundering Blows. Sound of your blows is powerful enough to damage even without piercing through enemy defenses. Once per round, when your melee attack misses the target, you deal 2d6 +1 per 2 mythic ranks. Sonic damage to all enemies in 10 feet. And there doesn't seem to be a limitation to this. It's just once per round. No times per day or anything, just once per round. That is tempting to take. Because Errant is... He's an alright melee combatant, but when he misses, it kinda sucks. And there's no save to that, it's just bam, 2 die 6 plus 1 die 6. Unrelenting Assault. Every turn, as long as you make at least one melee attack, you gain a stacking bonus to damage with melee weapons up to a maximum of plus 10 that lasts until the end of your turn. So as long as you are making one melee attack a turn, you gain a stacking plus 2 bonus. So in 5 turns, if you kept on attacking, then you gain a plus 10 bonus to damage, whether or not you hit. That's disgusting. And unstoppable. Anytime you would become paralyzed, you become staggered instead. If you would become nauseated, you instead become sickened, and you become shaken instead of frightened. So basically it takes the worst statuses and reduces it by 1. That's pretty neat. Son of a bitch, there's so many good ones. Oh my lord. So many good ones. Shit. I won't lie. All these are pretty damn good. I'm just trying to figure out which would be best for Errant specifically. If everybody was, in addition to this, making additional attacks of opportunity, that'd be great. Every third hit with a ranged weapon, isn't it? Making them unkillable would be neat. Every time you critical hit... See, Flaming Shot's fantastic, but it's every time you deal critical damage. Or reduce... Okay, if you reduce his target to 0 hit points, which, admittedly, Windowag does a lot. Battle Meditation is alright, but eh. Don't do any summons. Always a chance. That just kind of sucks. Especially for Errant. Natural attacks, no. Each time you do a critical hit, no. Dimensional Retribution is tempting. And that's just every time you are targeted by an enemy spell. Just bam. Right next to them. God damn it. All these are so good. Enforced Vigor is a little bit terrible. Oh god, what was it? What was it that I said that worked with Errant the most? I might do Mythic Charge for Seela. Every time you miss. Automatically dispelling all those would be neat, but it's 3 times per day. So I might waste them all on one particular fight and then just get hit by the 4th. Oh! And yes, there are additional ones, but they have prerequisites. They're ones based off of your levels and the whatnot. Oh, Hell Knight's treated good line for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. Shit. Shit. Greater abundant casting. Cast 4 more spells per day of... God damn it. Like, all these are just so good. And then some of them are just, they don't fit. Being able to teleport right up to a foe and slapping him in the face is tempting, though. during spells, enforced vigor. You know, having a constant bonus equal to half my mythic rank plus 1, so it would be 2 to initiative, saving throws against mind effective effects, and concentration would be good. Magic nullification. Wait. Mythic powers can negate any magic around you, activating this grants you magic immunity and dispels any magic spells on you. Just all magic spells. So I see what... Okay, yeah, I see a problem with this one in that it dispels all magic spells. That means as well as debuffs, buffs. So it just, bam, all of it's gone. So you would need to rebuff yourself, if anything. That kind of sucks. Oh, once per hour when you're... You know what? I'm taking Thundering Blows. Once per round when your melee attack misses the target, you deal 2 die 6 plus 1 die 6 per 2 mythic ranks. Sonic damage to all enemies in a 10-foot radius. Now, keep in mind, I don't know if that manages to work with concealment as well, like if you miss based on concealment. But if it does, that's sonic damage to concealed creatures as well. Yes. So now I'm just going to double check whether or not I take Warpriest. Yep. And then can I take the Mythic weapon specialization, or is that still locked out for me? Weapon specialization already got, or is that a, or am I dumb and that's just a feat that you get as a mythic character? I'm probably dumb and that's just a feat you get as a mythic character. Yeah. Probably one we just get as a character. That's fine. That said, I'm still not entirely certain what it is that I should take. So I think I see what happened. And it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense. But basically, with the whole thing with the Warpriest is that it's a mix of pseudo-cleric and pseudo-fighter. Hence why you see that it has the 2 feats every... 2 combat feats specifically. Per level. Or... every 4th level, so on and so forth. But, in addition, it gets the spellcasting. The caveat is that these bonus feats that you get as a Warpriest must be selected from those listed as combat feats. Warpriest must meet the prerequisites, but he treats his Warpriest level as his base attack bonus, in addition to base attack bonuses gained from other classes and hit dice for the purpose of qualifying these feats. This is straight out of the Pathfinder SRD. It's not based on the game one. Now that said, I don't think anywhere in the Warpriest's stuff it had actually said that. So I think what had just happened is that it counts that for any weapon of any combat bonus feat, which makes sense. Doesn't make sense when it comes to me leveling up as a who's a Medusa it. So I'm gonna do as I was saying I was gonna do. Gonna get Errant up to 6th or 7th level Warpriest, because then at the least he'll get 3rd level divine spells. Then I might actually consider taking that other thing. Now that does not help me basically in the slightest when guessing what thing I should take. Kind of tempted for lunge. I can't outflank. I love the point of these teamwork feats, but I've never been able to get them to work. Not in actual tabletop, and definitely not in one of these. I think I am going to go with Vital Strike. Essentially, he needs a base attack bonus of 6+ in order to hit multiple times. So to that end, Vital Strike will make it so as while he still hits at +4, plus his strength and all that fun stuff, he's going to be able to hit as though he hadn't hit twice. You know? You know. To that end, though, holy balls. I said that it was going to take me just not take that long, and then it went and took me this long to get through what I did. Ugh. Dance Macabre. So what are some of these other ones? So when we level up Dance Macabre, we'll get this ability from Dance Macabre. We'll take we'll get Hard to Kill. Negative hit points become equal to or greater than double your Constitution score. Alright. Another Mythic Rank. Summon Spectre. Summons a Spectre for 1 minute. Summon monsters appear where you designate and act according to their initiative checks. They attack your opponents to the best of their abilities. That's good for them. I'm tempted to go through... Yeah, I'm going to finish up going through and doing it for this sorry lot. I suppose the best thing for Ninyo... It is Ninyo I'm selecting, right? Meh. This is such a scuffed episode. Let's see. The best one for her... Land on Mental Mark. From next ring downs, you deal damage with a different type of damage. Target deals an additional divine damage. I believe I had said that the best thing for her would probably just to be... Just to take the, the abundant casting. 4 more spells per day of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ranks each? You know what? You're the best way to test this, so... Now what's that do for your spell casting slots? Oh, yeah, nope. It is just straight up 4 additional spell slots of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level. Maybe I will take that for Errant when he finally takes 7th level. Just so as he can have those additional... That's disgusting. But I like it. Means more Fireball. I'm not joking. I'm taking Fireball. Taking Haste. And slap a Heroism down. Another Haste, just in case. My god. That is... perpetually disgusting. I guess 2 more Acid Arrows. Summon Small Elemental. I guess Invisibility? And what of this? Should I just... Magic Missile, Magic Missile, Magic Missile, Magic Missile? I mean, I don't really know what else to do with 1st level spells for a wizard. Especially seeing as these are all, like, not good for her. Yeah, Magic Missile. Good lord. Okay. So, Mr. Oracle. I guess Boundless Healing. In which case he can cast any cure spells as though they have reach. So he's not going to be forced to walk up to an individual and be like, hey! God, I freaking hate that. Really quick, I just want to double check. Okay, they all do have a mythic path, feats, and abilities of their own. Good to know. I have to do Ascendant Element. Choose one energy type. The damage of that energy type you deal can no longer be prevented or reduced by energy resistances or immunities, or it's on any damage you deal with the chosen energy type. So pretty much anything that Ember throws that is going to be fire related is going to hit. You know, the more I look at her AC, the more I'm like, you know, maybe I should just not take Ice Plant, but at the same time, it's like the only way she's actually going to gain any sort of armor bonus. It feels bad, man. Alright. You are harder to choose for, because you essentially have to get right up in people's faces. And sneaky uppy and do the damagey. I suppose Thundering Blows might be maybe a good thing for you. Or Unrelenting Assault. Every turn, as long as you make one melee, one attack. As tempting. The only other one I would consider is like Dimensional Retribution. Just spin a new move action and bam. Right there in their face. Thundering Blows or Dimensional Retribution. Dimensional Retribution makes more sense, I think. Because then he can get right into the thick of things and stabby, stabby, stabby. Might not be the best of the tactics all the time. Window bag. Window bag, window bag. Every time you deal critical hits, again, this critical damage, regardless. Or reduce the target to 0 hit points. I think that this might be the best thing for her, because she basically opens up a volley. Opens up with Vital Strike. And then, bam. Kills things really quick like. And then at the least that'll do the weapon damage to all other enemies within 10 feet radius. I don't know whether or not that's going to count like sneak attack, because usually they don't count that. The only other thing I was maybe thinking was distracting shots, because then she can fire into melee, hit someone, they'll take a buttload of damage, and then suffer on AC. But cleaving shot seems better, because she does end up killing a lot of creatures really quick, like. But final character, Sela. Hopefully you got Abundant Strike. Learn a way to increase the number of your uses of Smite Evil ability. You can use Smite Evil a number of additional times per day equal to half your mythic level. If it would also increase the damage that Smite Evil grants, that'd be another thing. Expose Vulnerability, Inspirational Leader, Mythic Charge, which is super tempting because basically per Mythic Rank is just gonna hit hard. I think Mythic Charge or giving her Dimensional Retribution would be great too. But again, that's enemy spells. If it was ranged effects too, all ranged effects, that would have been great. Stupid question. How long does Bull Strength last? Actually, magic weapon lasts a minute per level, and Bulls. I was kind of thinking that if I had... If she had an ability that lasts an hour per level, then having her slap on the, having her slap on the Enduring Spell, whatever it was called, would have been great. Ah, man. And what was that? Battle meditation? See, this would be grand for her if she gets into the thick of battle and then sits right there, then everyone within 30 feet just... Every time you hit leave a mark on it, any ally attacking the marked target deals an additional boatload of damage. So the next target that would hit after leading strike would deal the additional damage that is gone. But then she can strike again and rinse repeat, essentially. I might take Mythic Charge. It's not as good as Thundering Blows, but with how hard she often hits in the first place with charging, that's pretty great. Also, you'll notice, as a paladin, she gets her full level worth of base attack bonus, so she now has a second attack at +1. So pretty much all the base attack bonuses, blah blah blah. You'll attack at +5 with this. Yes. God damn it! That I meant to just make this a quick little, hey, this is what I'm doing with Errant. This is what I did with everyone else, but here we are. But yeah, I'm going to keep Errant as a Warpriest until 7th level, just to make sure that the base attack bonus does not somehow get screwed up when going into the other class there. Forget the name of it all of a sudden. Hell Knight. That's it. And I'm going to look back into Hell Knight really quickly and see which ones I want to take, because I thought that it was based directly upon what it is you use as a weapon, but I guess that's just the tabletop version, not the video game version, which is a little annoying, but at the same time, can't wait until that happens, which is going to be a while. Sorry, just remembering reading up what actually happens with Sacred Weapon, which, because I selected the glaive, it's gonna be a while until that actually comes into effect. A long while. Stupid long while. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go ahead, call episode here. Make an official save. And when we return, we'll go around the camp. We'll see who does what and what does who, and maybe actually put away some of these magical crap that we got for someone else later down the line. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.